The country of Ghana in West Africa is home to about 32.1 million people and counting. According to the World Bank, until recently, Ghana has also had an incredibly fast economic growth rate since its independence declaration on March 6, 1957. Ghana is also abundant in minerals and produces about 3% of gold in the world. While being an excellent source of income for the community and economy, this has become a double-edged sword.
This is what Africa's largest gold producer looks like from above. As gold production's boomed in Ghana, illegal mines have sprung up along most of its rivers. Earth is mixed in the water, making it untreatable. Miners use mercury to separate the gold. Once mercury's in the water, it's nearly impossible to remove it. Downstream, Ajuwa Menu depends on river water for cooking, drinking and washing, as do most of the people living in the countryside.
Our
children often fall sick. Many people are dying these days, and we strongly believe it's the water. The river was our source of clean drinking water until the mining started here. What can we do? The police come and chase the miners away, but they always come back.
Dr. Elliot Tanor says mercury from the mines is killing people. He says the number of patients coming to this hospital in Ashanti region with kidney disease has tripled in the last 10 years, and about a third of them can't afford dialysis, so they die.
This mercury is something that we know that definitely affects the brain, it affects the liver, and it affects the kidney. So we are worried because we tend to see a lot of patients coming from mining areas with all forms of kidney disease. So we know definitely that there is some link.
Ghana's main water provider says the pollution's become so bad it's having to switch off treatment plants because they can't make the water clean. There are abundant natural water resources here, but they're becoming unusable.
If all these things are to continue the way it is, in addition to climate change, we may have most of the rivers in our country may go extinct, and then we may have to be importing water into the system.
Most mining in Ghana is done so illegally, without licenses or proper education. The mining process heavily pollutes rivers of Ghana with heavy metals such as cadmium, lead, and iron, and affects the water availability to residents. This, combined with floodwaters and improper sanitation procedures, has made Ghana the 21st dirtiest country in the world, per populationreview.com. This improper use of the land directly affects two of the planetary boundaries, being freshwater change and land system change. According to data from WaterAid, a nonprofit dedicated to providing clean water to underdeveloped countries, 8 in 10 people, that's 23 million people in Ghana, don't have decent toilets. 1 in 5 people, or 6 million, are without proper water, and 1,000 kids under the age of 5 die every year from diarrhea caused by improper hygiene. In 2014, an interview with Michael Agiaman, PR manager of Ghana Water Company Limited, he says they simply cannot keep up with the demands for clean water with the limited funds they have and with the country's people unknowingly working against them. He also lists water theft as another issue and blames illegal mining for drying up rivers and causing hydroelectric water pumps to shut down. Michael then states that the solutions for this lie in more funding and assistance from other countries, as well as better education to the community. However, there are ongoing fights to help the problem at each source. In 2016, the IIED, International Institute for Environment and Development, held an action dialogue in Ghana about the mining issues, where they developed a 5-key-step plan to informalize the ASM, artisanal and small-scale miners, by making the small groups legitimized and law-abiding organizations. These plans are setting aside land specifically for ASMs, providing bankable documents for access to formal finance and investment, licensing the ASMs, access to support services from government, development organizations and private sectors, fully licensed, supported, formalized, and best practices for ASMs. Since 2014, the Ghana Water Company has made several initiatives towards cleaner water for the folks of Ghana. According to an article posted on a news network for Ghana called Ghana Web, 43.5 billion gallons of water were produced in the first half of 2023. They also have expanded their infrastructure, delivering water to an extra 10,200 urban houses. The funding for this has come from a company holding customers more accountable for not paying their bills in recent years. WaterAid has had a hand in helping as well. An article from their website reads, March 9, 2022, New York, New York. WaterAid and the Leona M. and Harry B. Helmsley Charitable Trust announced the launch of a 2-year program to reach more than 12,000 people with access to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene in Ghana. Since then, they have helped the public of Ghana and empower them with the knowledge of their rights to clean water and build water ATMs to dispense clean water at an affordable price. If this problem interests you and you would like to help the fight for basic human rights, go to wateraid.com and look around. They have several ways for you to donate listed on their site and information about the ongoing situation. Funding of WaterAid's efforts have helped encourage locals to share their freshwater stories. A 22-year-old Gonda native, Zuwaira Abdul Latif, told a WaterAid reporter, "I'm happy because when the water comes, we will be cleaner every day. We will not fall sick. Everyone is happy about it." Before the water ATM was installed, she explained she collected subpar water from the local dam even while pregnant. Thanks to donations, however, the water ATM will mean safe water close to home for her, her newborn, and others.